West Catholic won 9 games in 2021, and they returned one of the best players in the state in running back Timmy Kloska. We're continuing along week 2 of high school football practice in the state of Michigan, and Brett, really the headlines are, sure, Kloska's back, but new head coach for West Catholic. Landon Grove comes in from Gibraltar Carlson, young head coach, just his second year as a varsity head coach.
Yeah, and again, West Catholic with a little bit of a coaching carousel for the success they've had. You know, you usually expect coaches to kind of stay through this, but he comes in, and I tell you what, he's fired up, he's motivated, a little bit of turnover on the staff, but the biggest thing is, you and I've talked about, is how do you get kids to buy into a whole new system and program when they've been successful like West Catholic?
Well, and they were 9-2 a year ago. That has to make it a little easier.
Right, and you look at it with Kloska returning. I mean, he's an Air Force commit. Congrats to him. That's a great building block with what he did last year rushing the football.
Yeah, well, let's get the Falcons' take on a new head coach and, of course, bringing Timmy back for 2022.
I definitely think it's been a very good thing. Right when he came in, he put us right to work. We started doing 0 hours in the morning, and he brought back a lot of people on staff that won championships, that are part of championship staffs, especially our defensive coordinator, Coach Smith. He's great. He gets the defense going. I mean, I love playing for him and stuff. And I think Coach Grove just really brought the intensity in right away.
Timmy Kloska, what does he bring to your offense, and how do you make your offense the best you can when you know everybody's going to gear up to stop him?
We have a lot of good skill players. We're going to try to spread the ball, distribute the wealth a little bit more. Obviously, when you have a kid like him, you got to give him his touches. But, you know, like Carter Perry's had a great summer for us. Ryder Snow's had a really good summer. Joe Debsky. You know, we have a couple other backs who've done a nice job, and Elliot Zania and Charlie DeBrine. So we feel really good about our depth, and maybe, you know, trying our best to not have it be so much the Timmy show and try to distribute the wealth a little bit more this year.
Yeah, I'm not worried about being all the team, I guess I could say, but I really like that we can spread the ball out, give it to other athletes in space, because it just really opens the playbook.
So it will be fascinating to see what West Catholic looks like this fall. We know opponents are going to gear up to stop 22, so can the Falcons spread it out like they say they will, or will we see a healthy dose of 22? I'm not sold on everything just yet, but we know it's going to be tough right out of the gate.
Well, and I think West Catholic was overshadowed by the success of Unity Christian last year, right? Who is the OK Blue Division defending champs. But like we've talked about in our previews, they lost 20 senior starters. Then you've got Coopersville, who pushed West Catholic to overtime. We did that game. Heck of a football game. And they've got a great junior, now senior class returning. I think this is going to be a 3-horse race, but another OK Blue division that's very deep this year.
And what do you think about West Catholic Edwardsburg next Friday night?
Oh, I love it. Hope College, they moved it to there. What an atmosphere on a Friday night. You know, Peter Sturzma's fired up to have that game there to showcase that facility. If you haven't been out there, it's going to be fantastic. And 2, I think, perennial playoff teams that are expected to do big things this year. What an opener.
Well, and speaking of that, Remy Monahan checks in with Cedar Springs tonight on Fox 17 News at 10. We're off to Caledonia on Wednesday. For now, we'll send it back to the studio.